What? I don't know. We'll find out. You can watch it tonight and see if you can hear yourself. You can, yeah, you can. Perry, there you go. All right. So looking real quick, question A says 33 had self-concept scores higher than 62. One student in this group had a self-concept score of 62. Calculate and interpret the student's percentile and z-score. Okay, so real quick on the z-score. Z-score, like we talked about, is xi minus x bar over the standard deviation, correct? Correct, okay. So then we're gonna go 62 minus the mean, which is found up in here. So the mean was 56.85, and my standard deviation, 12.35, thank you. So then use your calculator real quick. Make sure you type it in correctly. So I get that. Yes? Okay, so what this means is that the student is 0.417 above the mean. That's all I have to say. That's the z-score. Yeah, okay. Now, it says calculate the percentile. Well, technically, well, we already have this, right? So I could just go to my chart in the book, or I can just use the one I have here in this paper form. So I just go to 0.417. So 0.4, I'm probably go to 4.2, which is 0.6628. All right. So my percentile, let's see, make sure I got that right. 0.42, 0.6628. Okay, so this is, let me draw a picture real quick. Okay, so this number right here, so this is halfway, correct? This line right here is halfway. So if I come across here and I say, well, I'm going to approximate here. Okay. That's the 66th percentile. Okay. But what did the question say? Nope, keep going, the first sentence. Okay. So which way's higher? It's going to be all this right here, correct? So instead of saying, we can either interpret it saying he's at the 66th percentile, or at the upper 33rd percentile. Okay, so there's two ways to look at it. You see what I'm saying? Nope, you can just choose one. But don't freak out if, say, you're talking to Luke, and Luke says, hey, he's in the upper 33rd, but you came up with that he's in the 66th percentile. It means the same thing. Okay? It's just your interpretation of what you're looking at. Yes, Zane. Yeah, you could do 34th, you could do 34th, 33rd. It's about the same. Because, I mean, right now we can never get into the 100th percentile. It's always going to be 99. Because our definition is it's the scores below what we're looking at. So even if you score way up here, right? You won't be in the 100th percentile. You'll be in the 90. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, no. Okay. If remember, our definition says the percentile is everything below that score. Okay. If our definition said everything below and our score, we would have the 100th percentile. But because because the AP's definition is below, we can never have a 100th percentile. We can only have 99. Okay. But yet, mathematically, you can see that that would be the top score. That should be the 100th percentile. But because of the definition, we'll never get it. And guess what? If you go take a stats class from a different teacher and their definition is the and, guess what you'll get? The 100th percentile, guys. Thanks a lot. Oh, you just let me drop in. Yeah, it's going to be hilarious. I'm running out of time already. It's only 15 minutes. B, what is a typical self-concept score for a third grader in this group? We talked about this yesterday with the scores. We're going to pause this for a second. So yesterday we talked about the guy's score, correct? Not his score, his salary. And we found out that he was like in the 48th percentile. What else did we say? He was like point something below with our Z-score. Okay. What is going to be the typical score? What should be our typical score? Not the mean, because what's wrong with the median, with the mean? It can be right. It's going to get. So we want to use which one? Median. So if we look up here at our median, the median score for our little third graders is 59. They haven't done fractions yet. That's when math will destroy you. Anyway, let's go make unhappy notes. Okay. Are we good with number one? Okay, go to I'll let you guys work on number two.